Hi, and welcome back to Thone's Nibbles number 51, True Judgment Part 3, Consider Ourselves. This is Matthew 7, 1 through 6 again. Judge not that ye not be judged, for with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye mete, ye shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, Let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither consider ye the pearls before swine. Cast ye the pearls before swine, lest they trample them and under their feet, and turn again and rend you. So this is about self-evaluation. So why this is in the Bible, it's our obligation to do this. And this is step 2. Application to my life. In yesterday's lesson, we spoke about judging ourselves. Today we go a little deeper into this idea. We need to evaluate our own life as compared to Jesus' direction to help us prepare ourselves to serve others. One of our principal responsibilities is to support our fellow Christians as they struggle to grow in the grace of Jesus. Are we prepared to do this? In our actions, in our attitudes, in our knowledge, and in our love for all. Not judging ourselves can lead us to being bad witnesses, and thus also bad friends, to those who are closest to us. Often, criticism of our fellow church members is being the worst kind of example to those who need our support the most. Think about the Pharisees and their self-serving criticism of their fellow Jews. Do you want to be like that? God says, be people of love and mercy. Check yourself before acting. My personal response, Lord, thank you for your great leadership for your people. But, let's dwell on this just for a moment here. Let's say a member of your congregation comes to you and, says, I don't know how you do it. I can never find time to both be good to my spouse and to our children, particularly when it comes to telling them about the Lord. How do you respond to that? Do you preach at them? I hope not. Do you, say, read and name, some group of verses and say, read this and you should be able to fix that? Do you just shake your head and walk away? That's not what the Lord wants. None of those are what the Lord wants us to do. It may be that indeed there are verses that are directly related to the problem. But first of all, our actions, first of all, we have to be prepared to deal with such a situation and deal with it as quickly as possible, as calmly as possible, with the knowledge that we have of the Scriptures, and always in love. We have to have those things in place in your head and say, I'm going to be right about this in all of those ways. You can, dealing with it with a person, you just have to expect that this is going to come to you, and then you need to be prepared to deal with it in a godly fashion, the way Jesus would have dealt with it. And that's otherwise you will have offended someone or hurt someone or aggravated someone or even accused them falsely of something. So check yourself before acting. And as I say, to me, the best way to do that is to commit yourself to doing it the right way before the situation even comes up. So we'll talk to you next time.